Good evening and welcome inside the gymnasium at Waterbury Career Academy for tonight's edition of Waterbury High School Basketball on Sky TV. A pleasant good evening to you, along with producer Dave Thorall, Chris Grace with you, as we have an inter-city matchup taking place in the Varsity tonight. The Wilby Wildcats are in town to take on the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Should be a very competitive, exciting game. Both teams desperately need a victory, so it should be a exciting 32-minute clash between the Wildcats and the Spartans. Earlier this season, the Wildcats topped the Spartans by 10 at the Reggie O'Brien Gymnasium. So the Spartans will be looking for some retribution on the hardwood tonight. Career is 7-8 overall, and Wilby is 6-9 on the season. First things first, we'll honor America with the playing of our national anthem, and it's the starting lineups in Wilby and Career here on Sky TV. Now it's time for the starting lineups. First for the Wilby Wildcats, coached by Alan Piccolo.
Number 2, Calvin Hicks.
Senior guard Calvin Hicks will be wearing the number 2.
Number 11, Jeremiah Tripp.
Talented junior Jeremiah Tripp.
Number 22, Raekwon James.
Senior glue guy Raekwon James.
Number 23, Jonathan Matias.
Jonathan Matias, power forward, he's a senior.
Justin Parker.
And junior center Justin Parker wearing number 35. The Wildcats coached by Alan Piccolo.
Number 11, Gerald Council.
Gerald Council starts tonight.
Number 13, Rafael Prado.
Along with Rafael Prado inserted into the starting lineup.
Number 2, Zion Lott.
Zion Lott.
Number 3, Lawrence Lazaro.
Lawrence Lazaro. And leading the way for the Spartans, Jonathan Edwards. Spartans coached by Ronan O'Leary. They are 7-8 on the season, coming off back-to-back losses to Crosby and Sacred Heart. Wilby fell their last 2 times out, also to Crosby and to Sacred Heart. So once again, it's going to be Hicks, Tripp, James, Matias, and Parker for the Wildcats, wearing the green uniforms trimmed in white and black with black numerals. For the Spartans, it will be Edwards, Lott, Council, Prado, and Lazaro in the white uniforms trimmed in black with gold numerals. Looks like it'll be Tripp and Edwards jumping it up. So two guards will match up for the tip-off. No, Edwards controls the tip to Lazaro. Spartans with the game's first possession, moving from left to right on your screens. We've got a quick foul called against the Wildcats. First foul of the game on Matias.
His first, team's first.
Spartans inbound out of the side, set up a three ball. Lazaro catch and shoot, pure. Lawrence Lazaro from downtown, and the Spartans are on the board. Lazaro almost comes away with a steal, but couldn't quite keep it in on the near sideline. Spartans come out in a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Hicks kicks it out to Tripp for three, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Each team with a three ball canceling it out. We are all tied up at 3 apiece. Zion Lott for Council. Prado. Edwards. Edwards slices, but he's going to be called.
Offensive foul number 1, John Edwards.
No, I think they actually got. I think they actually got Council on the foul. They announced Edwards.
Out of bounds remains Wilby ball.
James steps into a three ball and connects. Raekwon James with the Wildcats' second three ball. They take their first lead of 6-3. Wilby comes out in the half court in a zone look. It's deflected and taken away. Prado called for the clear out. Second team foul, and now Spartans applying 2-2-1 full court pressure. James for Tripp. Back for James. Into the corner, finds Parker, lost it off his leg, out of bounds, back to the Spartans. So the pressure leads to a turnover. First turnover of the game for Wilby. See, it looks like we'll be playing man-to-man early, actually. Tough, long pull-up for Lazaro doesn't go. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Prado. It will be Wildcat basketball. Spartans continue to press the Wildcats. Across the court they go to Hicks. Now they'll look to trap and double-team Hicks. Hicks almost lost it. It's on the deck. Lazaro comes away with it. Outlet for Edwards. Edwards goes behind his back to Council, who wasn't ready for it. Kept alive. Lazaro for three. Short. Rebound to Tripp. Outlet pass for Hicks. Back for Tripp. And he loses the basketball. It's all a little frantic right now. 2-on-1. This time Edwards takes it himself. Couldn't get it to go. But he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
That will be called out number 22, Raekwon James. His first, team's second.
First foul of the night on James. Second team foul on the Wildcats. John Edwards to the line for 2. The lefty senior rattles in the first. Coach Piccolo brings in his most talented scorer off the bench as Gio Cruz comes into the game. He's a sharpshooter, just a sophomore. Had 6 made threes on Tuesday night against Crosby. So Edwards rattles in the pair. It's a 1-point Wilby lead. Again, Wildcats will deal with some full court pressure coming from the Spartans. Matias picks up his dribble in a bad spot. Gets rid of it to James. Kick into the corner. There's Cruz for 3. Too strong. Well defended by Lazaro. Outlet pass for Edwards. Edwards looking to return it to Lazaro. Left his feet though, and it's a turnover. James. Nice dish as he gets it into Parker. 8-5. James with his first assist. Backdoor cut for Lott. Tries a long step back two, no. Tipped up by Prado. And it finds its way to Lazaro, who lays it up and in. It's a 1-point game. Tripp splits through the defense. Kick into the corner. Cruz for 3. Short. He's 0 for 2 from downtown. Tracked down by Prado. Refs letting them play tonight. See how long that lasts. Edwards uses the screen. Gets to the basket. No, but he will go to the line for 2. So Edwards will head to the charity stripe for the second time. That's the second foul on Matias. Again, Edwards is good at the line. Stallworth checks in for Prado. Deshaun Wilson comes in for Wilby for Matias, who has the early 2 fouls. Edwards 4 for 4 at the stripe. Spartans take a 1-point lead with 4:35 to go in the opening quarter. Parker for Cruz. Tripp looks to go baseline. Tried to get it inside to Wilson. It's taken away, but a jump ball is called. Coach O'Leary onto the floor. Can't believe there wasn't a reach-in foul called. Instead, they'll call a tie-up and a jump ball. So that's a little bit of a break, I think, for the Wildcats. They get it inside to Parker. A little too close to the bucket, couldn't score. Stallworth. And there's the makeup call as Stallworth draws the 4th team foul against the Wildcats. First on Parker. Lott. Wildcats staying in the man-to-man. Lott leaves it for Stallworth. Rises from 3 and he rattles it home. Jaden Stallworth off the bench with his first bucket. It's a 4-point lead, biggest of the night for career. Inside 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Spartans continuing to apply pressure. A lot of contact, and finally the whistle blows as Tripp will get to the line for 2 free throws. Stallworth called for his first, 3rd team foul.
His first, team's 3rd. At the line, shooting 2 for Wilby, number 11, Jeremiah Tripp.
Tripp, a very talented athletic junior, goes to the line. Connects on the first free throw. And he rattles in the second. Edwards pushes the turbo button, and he slips down, and it will stay with career. I think one coach can't believe there wasn't a foul called. The other can't believe that the official pointed for the basketball to stay with career. Honestly, a little bit sluggish so far in that regard. Stallworth for 3, too strong. Tripp comes away with it, forward for James. James inside to Parker. Back for James, and Cruz couldn't control it. It hits the sideline. Out of bounds, possession back to Career Academy. Lott steps into a three and connects. Zion Lott with his first bucket. That's the third made three for the Spartans. They lead by 5. Wildcats handle the pressure. They get it forward for Parker. He's stripped on his way to the basket. And a reach-in will be called against Career. They're going to get Lott for a reach-in.
Foul number 2, Zion Lott, his first, team's fourth. Checking in for Wilby, number 3, Urena, and number 2, Kelvin Hicks.
So the foul was called on Lott. Each team with 4 team fouls. Hicks, kick out for Parker. Tripp from downtown, it's pure. Jeremiah Tripp with his second three. He's leading all Wildcat scorers with 8 points. The lead trimmed to 2. Both teams shooting the ball well in the first quarter. Edwards used the screen for Lazaro. Lott. Lazaro kicks for Edwards. 2:27 to go in the first. Spartans 15, Wildcats 13. Edwards hesitates, hangs, goes for a monster dunk. Clean block, says the referee. It stays with the Spartans. Lazaro crosses over, pulls up from the elbow, too strong. It's tipped into the arms of Parker. Wildcats can tie or take the lead with a three. Hicks hangs. It's deflected out of bounds by Edwards. It should stay with Wilby. Trevon Hightower and Daryl Coombs check into the game for the Spartans, and Giancarlos Rivera checks in for Wilby. As well as Andres Urena. High off the backboard, no offensive rebound. Putback is good for Rivera. So Rivera makes an immediate impact off the bench. Ties the score at 15 apiece with 94 seconds left in the first quarter. Hesitation by Hightower, count it and one. Trayvon Hightower comes off the bench, and he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. First on Rivera, team's 5th. Rattles in the free throw. Spartans 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Again, they go 2-2-1, full court pressure. Hicks almost lost it. Triple teamed, works it over to Urena. And Urena is bumped and fouled. A little nickel dimer goes against Hightower.
Career foul number 12, Trayvon Hightower, his first, team's 5th.
78 seconds left in the first. Hightower with his first. 15 foul against the Spartans. Hicks leaves it for Tripp. Urena hangs, and it's deflected, almost taken away. Bounces right back to Urena for 3. That's an air ball. Grabbed by Lazaro as we go to the final minute of the first quarter. Coombs tries a no-look pass, and it's turned over. Edwards in for Lazaro.
And checking back in for Wilby, number 21, Gio Cruz.
Gio Cruz back in for the Wildcats. .48 seconds on the game clock. Kick out, Cruz for 3, short. He hasn't found his stroke yet tonight. Back the other way. A lot of contact. A block will be called against the Wildcats. And
Wilby foul number 11. Jeremiah
Zion Lott a little slow to get up.
his first.
Foul was called on Tripp. That's the 16th foul against the Wildcats. So the Spartans will be shooting free throws on every foul for the rest of the first half. Lott swishes home the first. Carlos Cali comes into the game, replacing Zion Lott. 36 seconds left. Wilby with the basketball, trailing by 5. Hicks dribbles through the pressure. Kick out Cruz for 3, and this time he finds his stroke and rattles it home. Cruz 1 for 4 from downtown, his first bucket. 18 seconds left. Spartans should hold for the final shot here. Edwards for Cali to the bucket, lays it up and in. Edwards with the assist. Still 6 seconds left. Wildcats need to hurry. Across the timeline with 4. Hicks has a look. It's good if it goes. It's off the side of the window. So an exciting first quarter comes to an end. Waterbury Career Academy leading Wilby 22-18 after 1. Watching Waterbury High School basketball on Sky TV. So a very clean, well-played first quarter has the Spartans leading by 4 over the visiting Wilby Wildcats. Both teams shot the ball pretty well. Certainly anybody's basketball game, along with producer Dave Thoreau. Chris Grace with you here on a Thursday night in Waterbury. Almost a steal on the inbounds pass. Hicks is a very good defender. Edwards for Cali. Lott, step back 3 ball, rattles in. Zion Lott having a nice start to tonight's game. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Spartans, 25-18. Sticking with the 2-2-1 full court trap. This time they deal with it much better. They get it to Hicks, but he can't finish on the layup. Stallworth gets it to Coombs. He lays it up and in. Great transition basketball from the Spartans. They lead by 9. Tripp almost turned it over. James crosses the timeline for Cruz. Strong drive, a lot of contact, no whistle. Put back up and in for Matias. That breaks the Spartan run. It's 27-20. Stallworth leaves it for Coombs. Edwards elevates, glides to the bucket with ease. Edwards with his first bucket. Edwards with the steal inside for a lot, and he scores. Timeout on the floor. Coach Piccolo has seen enough. A 9-2 run to start the second quarter for the Spartans. They lead 31-20 here in Waterbury. Spartans will be back in action on Saturday when they travel to Sacred Heart. Then they will finish their season on the road at Seymour before hosting Ansonia. And their final game of the year on the road at Derby. So certainly good chance for the Spartans to finish above 500. Wilby comes into tonight's game 6-9 overall. Wildcats trail by 11 here with 6:41 to go in the first half. And they have been struggling to deal with this pressure coming at them from the Spartans. A lot of dribbling as they try to break the press. This time, Tripp dribbles it off his foot. Able to get there in time, though, for Hicks. Travel call. So Hicks playing a little too fast, called for the travel. See if the Wildcats stay in the man-to-man defense or mix it up, and it looks like they're going to stay man. Edwards, Coombs, Stallworth for Callie. Back for Lott. Lott with a long heat check, and that looked good, just a little short. Callie back outside. Stallworth from downtown. Bang! Stallworth with his second three, and the Spartans extend their biggest lead. It's 14. 34 to 26 minutes to play in the first half. It's Matias handling the basketball. Forward for Tripp, and a really nice job of controlling his body and finishing the basketball there by Tripp. Be surprised if the Wildcats don't shift to a zone. It looks like they're going 2-3 on my cue. So the Spartans immediately confused, turn the ball over. James with the steal. But they give it right back. Edwards elevates and takes it away. Edwards, kick out. Lott for three. Too strong. Offensive rebound for Coombs. Back for Lott. And they'll reset. Spartans have played pretty under control so far in the first half. Now they have to try to solve the 2-3 zone that the Wildcats are showing. Oh, that's an up and down. Tried to put the basketball on the floor, but his feet had already left the ground. Lazaro checks in for Stallworth, who exits with 6 points. And they turn it over. .442 to go in the first half. WCA 34 will be 22. They look to split the season series with the Wildcats. Into the corner, Lott for three. Bang! Zion Lott having a big time first half. Hicks for Cruz. Tripp slices through the defense, couldn't finish. Gets his own miss, puts it up, and he's fouled on the play. Great work inside by Tripp to keep it alive, and now he will go to the line for 2 free throws. Carlos Callie called for his first 16th foul. Both teams will shoot free throws for the remainder of the half. Cyrus Smith into the game for career, as is Gerald Council. Coombs and Callie exit. Tripp splits the 2 free throws, cuts the deficit to 14. Lott almost knocked it down from the volleyball line. He's feeling good tonight. Into the corner, Cruz, nothing but the bottom of the net. That kid can really shoot the basketball. He's knocked down his last 2 threes, and it's an 11-point game. Lazaro for Council. Skips it back for Lazaro. Spartans struggling a little bit with this zone. Council, Watt. Back with Lazaro. Lazaro crosses up. Nice dish inside. Doesn't go, but Smith will get to the line for 2 free throws. Nice find by Lazaro. Trevon Hightower into the game, replacing Zion Lott. One more at the line for Cyrus Smith. Tell you what, the Spartans perfect from the free throw line in the first half. They lead by 13. Hicks splits the defense, gets all the way to the basket for the easiest 2 of the night. 39-28 inside 3 minutes to play in the first half. Edwards getting his first breather off the basketball. We'll put him at the free throw line. Here's Smith. Kick out Lazaro. Quick trigger from 3. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Put back for Smith. No, Lazaro flies in. Couldn't finish. Back the other way. Hicks with speed all the way to the bucket. No. It's off the backboard. Kept alive for Urena. Lazaro lost his shoe and somehow almost stole the basketball with 1 foot. Lazaro trying to get that shoe back on, and he does. Trip to inbound. Struggling to find somewhere to go, and he finally does. Cruz, quick release, 3, short. And the rebound there for Council. Strong drive, and foul will be called, sending Hightower to the line.
Will be called number 2, Calvin Hicks. His first team team at the line, shooting 2, Spartans number 12, Trayvon Hightower.
Hicks called for his first foul. That's team foul number 8 against the Wildcats. Trayvon Hightower misses the first free throw for the Spartans tonight. Oh for 2 at the stripe. Rebound for Urena. Kicks for Hicks. Into the corner, Cruz. Parker, well read and taken away by Council. Council runs the floor, lays it up and in. Gerald Council plays the passing lane to perfection. Finishes on the other end for an easy 2. It's a 13-point lead. Cruz, quick release from the corner. A little too quick that time. Rebound pulled down by Smith. Forward for Council. Council with the reverse. Really smart finish. Council uses the rim as his ally, and on the reverse, he's able to score. Kick out Cruz for 3, short. And Council a little too quick on the outlet pass. Turned over to Urena. Outlet for Edwards. Edwards up and away. John Edwards. Timeout on the floor. Spartans with their biggest lead. It's 17, 45-28. Career on top with 1 minute and 15 seconds to play in the first half. John Edwards perfecting what all great scoring guards do. A little bit of cherry picking, which leads to the easy deuce and brings some noise into the building. Spartans have been doing it with their defense, and they've been efficient on offense tonight. That's why they lead by 17 over city rival Wilby. So out of the timeout, the Wildcats will look to find some offense late and make it a tighter game before halftime. Currently trailed by as many as they have all night long, 17 points. Spartans relentless, staying in the 2-2-1 full court trap. James skips the corner for Tripp. A long two is good. Tripp uses the ball fake and connects with a 15-footer. Cuts it to 15 points inside a minute to play. Ball fake. Edwards for three. Short. Tracks down his own miss. Hangs. Rejected. Kicks it outside. Spartans will look to reset with 35 seconds left. They could hold for the last shot if they wanted to. Gets it inside, but Smith wasn't ready for it. And it's saved off of the leg of Hightower with 27.7 left. Huge possession for Wilby. 23 seconds left in the first half, trailing by 15. Matias for Urena, drives baseline. Gets it inside for Matias, and he can't finish from in close. Prado with the rebound. 10 seconds left. Edwards crosses the timeline with 9. Kick to the corner for three. Bang! Stallworth hits a late three, and the final buzzer sounds, ending the first half. Spartans lead 48-30. Their biggest lead of the night comes at halftime. We'll take a quick break. Come back, I'll try to get you some first half stats and get you ready for the second half from Waterbury Career Academy. At halftime, it's WCA 48 and Wilby 30. Watching Waterbury High School basketball on Sky TV. Back with more from Waterbury. Welcome back inside Waterbury Career Academy as we get ready to start the second half along with producer Dave Thoralt. I'm Chris Grace. It was a really clean, fantastic first half from the home team as the Spartans outscored the Wildcats 48-30, leading the way offensively. Zion Lott with 13 points. John Edwards with 8 points. Coming off the bench, Jaden Stallworth with 9 points, all coming from beyond the arc. It was Jeremiah Tripp leading the way for the Wildcats with 12 first half points. It was a 4-point game after one, but the Spartans jumped on top of the Wildcats right at the start of the second quarter and never really looked back, as will be a struggle to deal with the pressure coming from Career tonight. Both teams bring their starting lineups back onto the floor. Edwards, Lott, Council, Prado, and Lazaro for Career Academy. Hicks, Tripp, James, Matthias, and Parker for Wilby. Wilby in the green with the basketball. It's Raekwon James. Moving from left to right on your screen. Tripp thought about the long three, leaves it for Hicks. Nice dish inside for Matthias. Can't score. Offensive rebound. Put back, no. Boy, they're letting them play inside tonight. Another strong rebound and finish by Parker. So Wilby strikes first in the second half. Lazaro into the corner. Lott hangs along two. No. And compounds the miss by committing the reach-in foul.
Foul number 2, Zion Lott, his second, team's first.
Second against Lott. First team foul. No one in foul trouble for career. Tyus with 2 fouls for Wilby. Parker. Matthias. James. Trip. Leaves it with Hicks. James. Deflected and taken away. Lazaro. Pressured from behind and a reach-in foul against James. So both teams a little sloppy with the basketball right now.
His second, team's first.
They go into the backcourt for Zion Lott. Wilby looks like they're playing a 1-3-1 to start the second half. Inside for Council, scoops it up and in. Gerald Council with a nice finish. Spartans not going away from this 2-2-1 press. It has worked brilliantly tonight, and it leads to yet another turnover. I don't remember seeing career press for an entire game like this, but they might have found something here tonight. 50-32, 6:35 to go in the third. Edwards crosses the timeline. Hicks the front end of a 1-3-1 zone defense. Prado for Edwards. No look inside, looking for Council. Last touch by the Wildcats. Smart of Council to just let that one go out of bounds. And Lott is bridged by Hicks, who helps him back up. That's a classy play by Hicks. And that could have been a lot worse when he was in the air. Hicks kind of cushioned his blow there as he landed on the floor. So good to see no injuries there. Second foul on Hicks, second team foul. They go in for Prado, leaves it for Lazaro. Lazaro lost it on his way out of bounds. Turnover back to the Wildcats. 6:14 to go. Third quarter. Tripp tried to slip a pass inside to Parker. It was deflected and taken away. Lazaro comes away with it. Forward for Lott. Back to Lazaro. Lazaro hangs and hits off the window. Little double clutch for Lazaro. It's a 20-point lead, the biggest of the night for Career Academy. Tripp tiptoeing along the sideline. Has his pass deflected and taken away. Another steal for the Spartans. Lazaro, nice dish. Council lays it up and in. Spartans playing great on both ends and really executing in transition tonight. Another near takeaway. James fakes the three. And he'll be called for the offensive foul. Great positioning by Prado. He does a lot of the little things for the Spartans. So Prado sacrifices his body, not for the first time. And the Spartans with the basketball, leading by 22. Dre Urena into the game for Wilby. They skip one to Edwards. Finds Council. Back for Edwards. Edwards, kick out. Lazaro for three. Nothing but nylon. And the Spartans continue to excel. 57-32. Hicks pushes the turbo button and gets all the way to the bucket for two. Outlet pass for Edwards. Edwards fakes one way, had it knocked out of play. Inbound for Council. Almost lost it. Knocked out of bounds by Parker.
Taking the game for Spartans, number 20, Daryl Coombs, and number 24, Jake Saul.
Three ball is good again. Zion Lott. His 4th-3 of the night, and it's a 26-point Spartan lead. They are playing their best basketball of the year tonight. They force yet another Wildcat turnover. They have just not been able to solve this 2-2-1 full court press.
13, Deshaun Wilson.
Lott, why not? Zion Lott having a big time night. That's his 5th 3. The lead is 29. Back the other way, a nice drive and finish from Parker. Wildcats sticking with the 1-3-1. Edwards being pressured by Hicks. Gets it inside to Lazaro. No, put back for Coombs is good. Urena is bumped and fouled. They'll get Stallworth for the foul. That's his second, team's second. So Tripp and Cruz check back in. So 2 good outside shooters come in for Wilby. They're going to have to hit a lot of outside shots to get back in this game. Tripp for Wilson. Tripp with a long 3 ball. It's good. Tripp showing off his inside and outside game so far tonight. They needed that shot. 65-39. He has impressed me the last 2 times I've seen them. 3 ball is good. The answer. Stallworth with his 4th 3. 68-39. Urena pulls up from the foul line too strong. Rebound for Lott. Lott tried a difficult bounce pass. It was taken away. Back the other way. Lott gets back and rejects the shot, but he'll be called for the foul. I think he got him a little bit with the body. It was a clean block, but I think there was a little bit of body involved. Let's wait for the. Now they'll say he got him on the wrist. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Lott. It's a good effort by Lott getting back, preventing the layup, but Parker will go to the line for 2 free throws. The left-handed Parker connects with his first free throw. Trevon Hightower and Cyrus Smith come in for the Spartans. Sure, Spartan coach Ronan O'Leary very pleased with what he's seen through nearly 3 quarters, but desperately would like to see his team finish playing 4 full quarters of basketball like this. Second one rattles around and out, and a really nice rebound by Lazaro. Lazaro hesitates. Three ball, too strong from Stallworth. Long rebound, though, for Coombs. To the corner, 3 ball, side rim, no. Tripp rips down the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Coombs. Matthias checks in and Parker exits. Urena had it deflected and taken away. Yet another turnover. Stallworth leaves it for Coombs. Skips one into the corner for Smith. He'll reset with Lazaro as we head to the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Stallworth Lazaro. Good ball movement for Smith. Back out to Lazaro. Thought about the tough three. Stallworth. Oh, nice find. Corner three ball. Too strong. Put back. No. Third try for Coombs is good. Coombs with a hard work basket. 70-40. Three ball for Tripp is good. Came out of the sky and dropped through. That is a beautiful release from the junior Tripp. His second straight three after coming out of the game at the start of the third quarter. His team still trails by 27. Lazaro with an answer, nothing but the bottom of the net. Lawrence Lazaro, and Coach O'Leary calls a timeout. The Spartans shooting at a ridiculously high level from outside, and they lead by 30. With a minute and 6 seconds to play in the third, it's Waterbury Career Academy 73 and Wilby 43. You're watching Waterbury High School basketball on Sky TV. Out of the timeout, taken by Career Academy. Wildcats struggle to get the ball in against this pressure. Matias able to escape. Back for Tripp. Tripp has that look like he feels he could score at will right now. Hicks bumped and fouled on the floor. It's the fourth team foul against the Spartans. Foul on James Key, who just checked into the game. His first foul. Corner three, Cruz, too strong. Nice box out by Smith. Outlet pass for Coombs. Coombs. Three ball, too strong. Coombs with the weak side rebound. And he's bumped and fouled. So Coombs with a really good game on the offensive glass tonight. Has played well coming off the bench. And he'll go to the line for two. Oh, they called a flagrant foul. So Giancarlos Rivera called for an intentional foul, so it'll be two shots and the basketball for the Spartans. First free throw doesn't go in for Coombs. Coombs splits the two free throws. The basketball will stay with the Spartans with 30 seconds left, leading by 31. Led by 18 at halftime. Coombs hangs, kick for Smith. Key for three, short. Rebound Matthias. Extra pass running the floor was Parker, and he lays it up and in. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Spartans should hold for the final shot. Try to space the floor. Low by. Count the basket and one. Strong finish by Trayvon Hightower. And with 7.5 seconds left in the third, he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Wilby foul number 23, Jonathan Matias, his third, team's fourth. At the line for the N1, Trayvon Hightower.
Side rim, no. Rebound there for Wilby. Trip, passes up the three. James, that's good if it goes. No good. And through 3 quarters, the Spartan lead continues to widen. It's 76-45. Career Academy on top of Wilby after 3. We'll be back with the 4th quarter right after this on Sky TV. Through 3 quarters, it's been all Waterbury Career Academy. Back with producer Dave Thuralt providing all those beautiful shots on your screen. I'm Chris Grace. And Coach O'Leary's team through 3 quarters has been nearly perfect, shooting the lights out from the outside, forcing more turnovers than the best bakery in town, and they also have done a pretty good job taking care of the basketball. They've scored 76 points through 3 quarters. And they'll start the 4th quarter with possession and a 31-point lead. Jonathan Edwards slowly crosses the timeline. Now he accelerates and bumped. He'll go to the line. Some frustration creeping in for Wilby. Foul on Raekwon James. I think he meant to call it on Hicks. Either way, team foul number 6 on Wilby. Try to run an alley-oop for Edwards. Back the other way, Hicks. All the way to the bucket for 2. Strong finish by Calvin Hicks. Wilby picks up in a box and 1, it looks like. And a little nickel dimer called on the pass. And that's going to be the 7th foul. That will be the 4th foul on Matias and the 7th foul on the Wildcats, which will put Lazaro on the line for the 1-and-1.
His 4th, team 7, at the line shooting 1-1, Lawrence Lazaro.
Can't connect at the stripe.
Foul number 13, Rafael Prado.
Prado called for a hold on the rebounding action. 2nd on Rafael. James handling the basketball for Wilby. Parker back for James. Career in a 2-3 zone. Parker drives baseline. It's deflected out of bounds by Prado. Game was tight at the end of the 1st quarter, but then the Spartans pulled away. A lot of whistles early on here in the 4th quarter. Zion Locke called for his 4th foul. A little complacency at the start of the 4th quarter for the Spartans. They try to complete what would be a fantastic performance. 3-ball rattles in and out from Hicks. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hicks. 7:06 to play. Lott gets to the basket and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Wilby foul number 2, Kevin Hicks, his 3rd, team's 8th. At the line
Zion Lott has had a great shooting night, goes to the line for 2 free throws. He has led the Spartans offensively tonight. Swishes home the first.
Wilby number 21, Gio Cruz.
Gio Cruz in for Hicks. Lott rattles in the second. He'll come out. Replaced by Jaden Stallworth.
Number 24, Jaden Stallworth.
Cruz for James. Tripp left alone for 3. Too much room. Maybe had too much time and couldn't connect. Spartans basketball with 6:35 to go. Edwards, kick out, Lazaro. Almost lost it, and now he throws it into the stands, and some cheerleaders had to get out of the way of that one. Everyone is okay. Always pay attention at the ball game. 6:18 to go. Wilby with the basketball. Prado plays the passing lanes, and Prado takes it away. Look at the big fella run the floor. Lays it up for Lazaro, and he finishes for 2. Prado with the steal and the assist. Said before the game he's like a glue guy, and he's doing a little bit of everything tonight for the Spartans. Their lead is 33 points. Oh, what a strong finish. You see some of the athleticism from Tripp on that play as he levitated through the air on his way to a really tough finish, and he made it look easy. Just a junior. He's the future for the Wildcats. Back the other way, hanging and hitting and one. Lazaro. Anytime Wilby scores, career just comes back down the other way and has an answer.
Wilby foul number 23, Jonathan Matias.
It's the 5th foul for Matias as he fouls out. I don't think he realizes it. Now he does, but I don't think the Wilby coaches realize it as of yet. They're going to have to.
Number 5, James Key. Number 24. Number 21.
Just 1 free throw, so they're going to have to make the substitution. And now Matias will come out of the game, and Wilson will come on. James Key in for career, as is Carlos Cali, as well as Cyrus Smith. Lazaro can't complete the 3-point play. Reach in foul against Lazaro. I think he knew he was coming out of the game. Yeah. The team 7th, so that'll be a 1-and-1. So both teams will be shooting for the final 5:37. The pace of the 4th quarter has certainly slowed down.
Takes the first.
One more for Tripp. Too strong. Good hustle by Parker, but he couldn't track down the long rebound. It'll be Spartans basketball with 5:35 to go. Spartans with 5 reserves on the floor right now. Hightower. Oh, nice drive by Hightower, but he misses the finger roll. Rebound for James. James, coast to coast, lays it up and in.
Number 22,
Raekwon James with the rebound and the basket. Hightower for Smith, leaves it for Key. Key with the drive. Cali back for Hightower. Key throws up a floater and connects. James Key with his first bucket. It's 84-52. 4:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Skip one for Cruz. James back for Cruz. James will try a three. Too strong. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Spartans. And another whistle will lead to more free throws. David Metabula just into the game, commits his first foul. 8th team foul. That'll send Hicks to the line for 2 free throws. Jason Kennedy into the game for the Spartans. 84-54. James Key handling the basketball. Leaves it with Smith. This is Key back out for Smith. Kennedy with his first touch. And immediately launches a three ball. Doesn't go. Metabula offensive rebound. Kick out. Key for three. Rattles out. Crowd wanted that one to go down. Back the other way. Hicks. Lays it up and in. Hicks runs the floor for 2. 84-56. Key slips through the defense, scoops it up and in. Key with a nice move and an even better finish. It's a 30-point deficit for Wilby with the basketball. Hicks behind the back for Tripp. Tripp hangs and gets it to go. Another nice basket for the junior as he's over 20 points for the night. Callie hangs and he's denied by the trailing Hicks. Mojica into the game for the Spartans.
Number 0,
Tremere King and Terrell Blue, as well as Chris Pickering, check in for Wilby.
Number 31, Ethan Barris.
Along with Ethan Varus. The layup is good for Carlos Callie. This is Tremere King handling the basketball. Josiah Waters also on the floor for Wilby. This is Waters for 3, short. Pickering with the rebound. And he's fouled. So with 2:43 to go, both teams getting their reserves into the game. Pickering into the score sheet from the free throw line. Splits the 2 free throws. Offensive rebound. Put back, no. Tip up, no. And the weak side rebound is secured by Kennedy. He'll handle the basketball, crossing the timeline. It pulling up from the elbow. Everything but the finish. Confident coming off the bench, though. Waters pulls up from 18 feet, no. Rebound for Mojica. And he'll bring it up himself. We head for the final 2 minutes. Cutting Callie throws up a runner, no. Fights for the rebound. Last touch by Callie, out of bounds to Wilby with 2:07 on the clock. Spartans in a 1-2-2 zone. with Mojica at the front of the zone. Taken away, Kennedy with the steal. Was looking for Mojica inside. It's deflected out of bounds with 1:45 to play. Spartans are going to improve to 8-8 on the season, heading into their game on Saturday at Sacred Heart. 3-ball, Kennedy, too strong. Pickering with the board, and he'll push it. Nice dish. And the layup no good, though, inside. Vatabula with the rebound. Deflected and taken away. Stolen by King. Blocked but fouled by Mojica in transition. And Tremere King will go to the line for 2 free throws. Team foul number 9 on the, that's 10 on the Spartans. Second foul on Mojica in short succession.
At the line, shooting 2 for Wilby. Tremere King.
King knocks home the free throws. So we head for the final minute. Runner doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Callie. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. So for Wilby, they will fall to 6-10. Their last 4 games of the year, they host Kaner Tech. They're off this weekend. They host Kaner Tech on Wednesday before traveling to Watertown, and they'll host St. Paul before finishing the season on the road against Woodland. So 4 winnable games to close out their season. If they were to do so, they would be 10-10. Misses at the line. Pickering with 55 seconds left crosses the timeline. Corner 3. Not there. And Varus couldn't track down the miss on the Waters 3. .47 seconds left. Key will cross the timeline with 40 on the clock. Kennedy spins, whirls, hangs, and hits. Kennedy on the score sheet. It's 90-61. 25 seconds left. And a block will be called with 16 seconds left against the Spartans. Metabula called for the foul.
At the line, shooting 2 for Wilby. Number 31, Ethan Varus.
Ethan Varus gets to the line for 2. We've got a foul as the free throw's in the air.
Wilby foul number 24, Terrell Blue. His first.
And that's going to result in free throws on the other end as they're going to get blue for the foul.